Oh. I was gonna.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Duo Improv Showcase. My name is Ninja. I had to justify the mask wearing here. Anyway, we do this Duo Improv Showcase every Wednesday night at 8:30, and tonight is 8:30, and it's Wednesday. So we're hosting this thing called the Duo Improv Showcase. It's been going on for 13 years. And we usually do it at the Market Theater, which you saw earlier with Ninja doing his nunchucks. I'm talking in third person, that's me. Doing my nunchucks down there. And we do it live normally, but because of the pandemic, we had to we were doing Zooms, we were doing Twitches. But right now, we're back in the Market Theater, and we are streaming live right now. And we have a special duo for you tonight. These guys are a couple. Their names are Ron and Michelle Hippe. They've been doing improv with Unexpected Productions for 20 years. They met here at Unexpected Productions. They had children who are improvisers. They're actors. They do everything. Ron's in a band. Michelle's on TV all over the place. They're a great couple. And they're a lot of fun, and they're good friends of mine. And because they are a couple, there's less restrictions for them, if you know what I mean. So anyway, we're going to do a little interview with them here in a moment. But I also want to introduce Nicole is going to be helping us out. She is doing the audio tech and some of the lighting. She's also going to be asking them a few questions to get everything started. So let us go to our theater here, and we will cut to Nicole. She's going to be interviewing Ron and Michelle. So here is our wonderful Market Theater right here, and here we go. There she is, Nicole. Oh, and let's give it up for Ron and Michelle.
Hey, bravo, Nicole, bravo, bravo, oh, bravo, 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 oh, you're amazing, thank you, you in the back, right down in front, looking good. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Where'd you all go? Hi.
They're so attentive when you need them to be. That's so
How we
nice.
sound, can you hear us?
Jay's checking something.
Jay's
Everyone is
checking something.
captivated.
Yeah, sounded good.
Okay.
You guys are great.
Hi, everybody, out in internet land.
All right, so everyone out in internet world wants to get to know Ron and Michelle Hippe, which, you know, for people that have come to the theater, have probably seen you guys before. But we have a few curated questions here to really get down to the nitty gritty.
Curated. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So what is your favorite show that you have been a part of at Unexpected Productions?
Oh my gosh, so many shows. Okay, well, early on, I got to be a part of Citizen Scrooge, which is a fun kind of play on Citizen Kane and Christmas Carol, and it was very fun because it was a scripted show, but when you do it with improvisers, it's always a different show. And again, I was very kind of new here and still very starry-eyed, so that's kind of the first show that comes to mind when you say favorite show. So yeah, it was really fun.
I like tech-heavy shows, so I like Rock Rob.
Rock Proud!
Maybe I had a little.
And you directed it.
But I can't wait. We got all this cool tech stuff going on here, and once we get even more of it, then I love all the technical stuff that we can do. Coming soon.
Yes.
What is Rock Prov about?
Oh, it was just a big concert, a rock concert, a fundraising rock concert that improvised songs on stage, more than just a piano, but had more of a fleshed out band.
Oh,
So there you go.
very cool. So do you identify with the hippie subculture?
Well, yeah, when I was in high school, which was a long time ago, I was, you know, a real flower child kind of thing. It was the resurgence of the Summer of Love. This is in the late 80s. And I was totally into all that stuff back then. But I would say now, you know, life moves on. What do you think?
Yeah, I have only been a hippie for about 15 years. So, yeah, I'm not, you know, even when I wear flowers, I'm like, oh, can I wear this if my last name's Hippie? And I can't. But, like, if I see, like, a really gaudy pattern that I kind of like, I'm just like, I'm Mrs. Hippie. I don't know if I should wear that. So, yeah.
How did you get started in improv?
Oh, my goodness. Now, wait, so curated from who? Where'd you find these questions? No, don't
I
answer.
think Nicole and Jake thought that was the back.
How we started in improv? Yeah, do you want to start?
Sure, yeah. When I was in high school, I used to come to this theater, and we lived in Kirkland, and so it was a big deal to go across 520, and oh my gosh, we're going to park downtown, and it was so fun. I loved especially the women I would see on stage. It was the first time I saw ladies performing that didn't have to be pretty, and they could just be a weird spider or whatever they wanted to be, and I just thought, oh, that's what I just want to do it. So,
And there were some pretty spiders at the cave.
there were beautiful spiders too. You could be beautiful one second and then weird and scummy the next, and I just loved that. And so then I started taking classes when I was in college. I wasn't a theater major, but I just thought I gotta take improv classes, and so I did. And then I got into the company one of those days, and I've been here for 21 years. Yeah.
My story's pretty similar, just add a few more years.
You want to be an ugly spider and a pretty lady sometimes?
I've tried.
Who doesn't? What's been your favorite quarantine TV show?
Well, that's funny, because we've watched a number of things. We've watched some movies that we got into, but the two of us watched the original BBC Office a long time ago before our kids came, right before our kids came, and then our kids came, and we did not watch The Office, this series at all, even though
We were mad. We just thought it's not the real Office. We're not going to watch it.
and it's omnipresent in culture now, so
Yeah.
you know, I feel like we're playing catch up, obviously, but our kids now are totally into it, so we're halfway
We
through
love it.
The Office.
Yes.
American
That's what we're watching
version.
right now.
Nice. Okay, if you could create any new improv show, what would it be?
Duos quarantine style.
But with actual people here, if we could do some science experiment where there's, I don't know how we would do it, but it would be amazing to have people here because it feels really lonely and quiet.
If I could create any show though, which we have all kinds of ideas on shows, I'd like to have it be very multimedia that uses a lot of our projector technology and people from distant areas being involved remotely in different ways, and music, sound, cameras, the whole deal. So that's, things like sitcoms and things that are not as theatrical, but potentially more cinematic or visual.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that show. That sounds good.
Can you tell if we're smiling or frowning?
It looks like you're smiling, the eyes. Yeah. What's your favorite type of music and why?
Oh, favorite type of music. Oh my gosh.
Well, there's so many kinds of music, and I espouse that music is the same basic core ingredients, and it's just sort of topically different depending on what you flavor it with, and so it's all really the same. And for that reason, I really am into a lot of different styles. I don't really try to limit myself to styles, but personally, if I had to really honestly pick what I grew up listening to and what I would choose on a desert island, it would predominantly be British music, British band rock music from the 60s and 70s. That's, like your Beatles and Who, but your prog rock too, and your later new wave stuff, and kind of into that if I had to really nail it down. What about you?
What about me? I am not as much of a music file as Ron is. Ron has catalogs and records and all sorts of things. But I love singing. I love shows.
Will you sing tonight?
Sure, I'll sing tonight. And, I don't know. I love anything that our boys will sing along with. I don't know.
Okay, how did you two meet? I guess we heard a little bit of a backstory, but how did you guys meet?
Yep.
Well, she saw me
when I was in high school.
Shows here.
I would go on shows.
But we actually met, really, my first memory of her is in the back office there before a show. She was new to the company and was going to MC or something. I don't even know who was doing what. Maybe I was MCing, but I was shocked. I just was completely blown away by this incredibly beautiful, radiant person who had turned out to also be so much more, and we met right back there. And then, of course, we got to know each other through the company and the theater, and
that's how it went. Yeah.
How it went.
Yeah.
We have other stories that we can share offline for those of you who are interested in more of the salacious origin stories of our immaculate reception.
Okay, so just one last question for you guys. What advice would you give to new improvisers?
Well, I am about to teach Improv 100 on Thursdays, if anybody wants to sign up. New improvisers, I think, the first thing I'll teach in an Improv 100 class is, hey, we're all gonna do really dumb stuff, and so let's be as dumb as we can, and as soon as you throw away that fear of doing something clever and perfect, then that's when you can kind of start to improvise, I think. So I like to try to create a safe space where nobody's going to make fun or look and be like, what? You did what character? So just very welcoming, and also just do it. Do lots of bad improv so you can maybe one of these days do really good improv. So yeah.
And I would add, just to be receptive, and this is true not for an improv student, but just for people in general, be receptive to new or different or unfamiliar ideas and offers, because that was what will lead you to connections and creation and a collaboration that will eventually lead to something other than nothing. And that's the core lesson about the whole thing. An empty stage just simply needs to begin to be filled, and then before you know it, you've got more than enough. For any professional advice for anyone who's looking to make their fortune as a traveling improviser, I would just say, well, don't get in it for the money, but recognize the possibilities that you could work with so many different groups and people and locations on the planet, so pursue that, and don't worry too much about. Don't worry at all about being a star and your ego and performing, because a real improviser will recognize showboating versus a team player who's capable of showboating, and that's, I think, your ultimate goal.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you for sharing, and leave it to you now.
All right.
No questions for you, the Inquisitor? All right, that's fine. The Inquisitor gets up. Well, so I believe now we've been given authority, and I'll remind you, Ladies and gentlemen at home, do not try this at home.
We live together. We breathe air together a lot.
We do. So
Nicole and Jay are back in a sealed booth.
they have been put in a Ziploc container filled with bleach, and they're going to shake them up in the back there and then release them after the show. So, wow. So again, folks, do not panic. We live together. That's the reason we're here, actually, is for that very, very reason. And I wanted to point out, too, that Michelle's teaching 100. I'm going to be teaching 200 and 600 coming up in about a week or two from now. So check out the details on when your class starts. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to unexpectedproduction.org and look in the classes section and sign up for classes because they're filling up. We got all of our regular classes, but they're online. And as I said, they're filling up and they're a lot of fun. So there you go.
Cool.
Should we do a word at a time thing?
Yes, we should.
And also, we'll be getting suggestions throughout tonight. We haven't really planned actually much at all. We should have probably done that. But we don't really have any specific idea on what we need to ask for at the moment. It could be an object, could be a room in the house, could be an occupation or anything else that you put your imagination to. And we'll also ask maybe for more specific things as the show goes on. But I also want to put out the request that if you guys have any games that you want to see, not guaranteeing that we'll play them, but throw in a game, and by maybe halfway through or later, we'll find out some of these and play a game that we weren't expecting to play.
And I believe our Twitch audience can give these suggestions. I think we might be streaming on maybe YouTube, maybe Facebook, but Twitch is where you can give suggestions, so.
I don't know. I don't know who you are, where you are. I don't even know if you're out there. This could be a big prank on us. We're looking, Jay, for any suggestion that has come up so far, or Nicole, from the viewing audience, or Audii, or that person out there. I know it's Jill. Is Jill Purcell and family watching? Oh, sure enough. So if you have any suggestion to start us off, we're going to play a thing called Word at a Time. What is that all about?
Well, we just speak one word at a time. Maybe we'll tell a story or give some safe advice. I don't know what's going to happen. But. Okay.
So as we're waiting for our suggestions, and I noticed a number of hands in the back being thrown up in despair, and computer smoke.
You know what's adorable? Jay actually has 8 of these seats in the first few rows that have improvisers on them, and I kind of love looking and seeing their faces.
Yeah, we're going to buy some as well, and you can too. I don't know exactly when or how that retail interface is going to happen, but we are going to be having shirts here, just like the sports teams that have the cutouts in their stadium. We're going to have the same here, so check that out too. The information, if it's not already there, is on its way. All right, do you have any suggestions? Otherwise, we'll find something on our own.
There's a suggestion from Xbox Editor, and it is laundry room.
Laundry room! Laundry room. Okay, well, we're actually going to tell you, this is an advice show that's all about the do's and the don'ts, in particular the don'ts, of laundry. Here we go. Welcome to Laundry
Show.
Tonight,
we are going
to
discuss
the
things
you
should
not
do
in
the
laundry
room.
First,
never
mix
your
colors
with
your
whites,
because
you
will
get
color
bleed
onto
your
shorts.
It
isn't
attractive.
It's
distasteful
and
awful.
I
would
never
ever
go
to
your
house
if
you
wore
shorts
like
that.
Second,
you
open
the
washing
machine
and
then
you
put
your
dirty
ideas
inside
a
bag
and
zip
it
closed
and
place
it
in
the
laundry.
receptacle.
Never
Ever
ever
let
your
neighbor
look
at
what
your
putting
in
the
laundry
receptacle
because
they
might
find
cause
to
press
charges
against
you.
I
Always
know
who
to
press
charges
against
and
they
know
who
they
are.
Finally,
When
your
laundry
has,
completed,
you
should
know
that
it's
clean,
because
it
feels
wet,
but
smells
like
a
summer's.
day.
I
Love,
summer.
do,
You?
great.
Da 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 da. I don't want to clap too close to my microphone.
Hey, hey, you guys.
Right?
Got a microphone.
Hey,
Improv.
hey, hey, you guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so Michelle, I think your mic is muted.
Oh,
But you're okay. We turned the center spot
See,
mic on.
folks, do you understand? This is the infant era of the technology here that we're dealing with. These are the this is live television, kind of like in the old days. So this is, you're going to see the in between the in between the scenes.
Jake, hello.
In fact, I think
Oh,
here comes Jay running
Oh,
down.
no.
Oh no, now we have to grab our mask.
Oh, Jay.
See?
Oh, heavens. Oh my God.
Here comes Jay. He's gonna fix it. Hey, the improv ninja. This is bonus show, folks. How am I sounding though? Earlier I had the bad mic and she had the good one.
Right? Now I managed to mute myself somehow.
How did you do that? Am I muted?
Wait.
So while all that's happening, folks,
Jay just wanted some stage time.
I
There
just
goes the improv ninja rolling off the stage.
We should have grabbed our list to see what our next game is going to be.
It's all good. I got one.
Let's do a play book. Unless you got
Okay.
something. You got something? Let's do what you had in mind. Here we go.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, hold on. I just want to confirm. Am I audible? Can I hear things? Yes, I see a big thumbs up. Okay, great. Cool. Next, I would like to play a game called He Said, She Said. It's kind of a verbally game.
Yes.
He said can get a little more physical. So it's a game that I like. And I don't know. We probably have 50 million suggestions rolling in from our huge viewing audience. Maybe we just have one. Is there like a suggestion that could get us going?
Are there any that are physical activities of any kind?
You never know.
You got the suggestion wine cellar.
Wine cellar.
Wine cellar.
Love it.
Great, wine cellar.
Wine cellar,
He said, she said. We're going to control each other's actions. Here we go, wine cellar.
You built a wine cellar.
She said, stepping slightly trepidatiously forward and looking up at all the labels, wiping a little bit of dust from one or two of the bottles. I did. I've got the most rare collection in all of the East Coast, the Atlantic seaboard. I have the most valuable wines here for you.
He said, gesturing flamboyantly at one wall, then another, then at every bottle of wine in the room. Jeremy, how did you ever afford this?
She said, reaching up and pulling down a particularly expensive Beaujolais. Well, I mortgaged the home.
He said, walking slyly around her and wiping his brow. You mortgaged the home right upstairs from this cellar?
She said, putting the bottle carefully down onto the footstool and backing away from all the wine as if it was evil. Yes, I did. I wanted to impress you. I knew what a fine palate you had, and I knew that culture and travel meant something to you, and I wanted to impress you.
He said, hopping over and uncorking a bottle and pouring a nice glass of it. Oh, it does smell kind of good. I can
kind of wafting it from here.
She said, putting the back of her hand against her forehead and swaying slightly to and fro as if about to faint, but definitely regaining her composure and walking towards the glass. Just try it, sweetie. Try it! I know you'll like it. It will change your mind, perhaps.
He said, swirling it under her nose and using those little hand fanning things that wine people do. It's oaky and it's got some berries and a hint of lavender.
She said, grabbing the glass and sniffing more furiously without drinking, but walking in circles around him, and deciding whether or not she was going to let that cool red liquid pass her tongue. Well?
He said, going down to get right in her eyesight, down on one knee. I'll drink it.
She said, first taking a very timid sip, questioning it, putting her eyes left and right, up above, left and right, then having the second half of the glass, and finally drinking the entire thing, and throwing the glass shattering it against the wall, against his picture of Larry Bird. And?
He said, standing up and wiping the wine off of Larry Bird, protectively. That's the best glass of wine I've ever had.
She said, stepping backwards and turning to him and pulling out the mortgage papers and tearing them in half, letting out a small giggle. Well, I guess we're gonna have a good night.
He said, hugging her and giving her a smooch on the cheek. Hey! What do you think of that?
Wine cellar. Just live in a wine cellar.
We're gonna live in a wine cellar.
I would do that.
Speaking of, we had a list here of things that we were gonna do, and the next game I think is actually kind of,
It's mostly improv, but there are some lists and some plans.
it's too similar, right? The playbook is too similar to that, right? No, it's not. too
Playbook,
similar.
oh,
Let's do
no, it's
playbook.
not
I want to do some
that similar.
playbook. All right.
Playbook is more verbal justification. You can do that.
We are, yes, that's right.
Are you gonna be having?
I think Jay Nicole left actually, so we got the theater to ourselves
Yes!
tonight. It's just the two of us
Bye.
and you, wherever you are. We're going to play a game called Playbook, and we have the collected plays of Neil Simon Volume 1, which has the scripts to many of his classic plays that he wrote, including, in this case, The Odd Couple, Plaza Suite, Barefoot in the Park, and many, many more fabulous hits. So, do you want me to use this?
Sure.
So all of my dialogue is going to come from this book. That's all it's going to take. Oh, are those lights no good? Oh, is my microphone no good? What happened?
Probably mine.
Here, put these on.
We're just using the upper mic now. We went ahead and there was some stuff happening on your mic, so.
Oh no,
You
mine
can take
again?
them off if you want, or you can.
Oh, no.
Does this work still?
It works great.
Okay.
Sorry, you can take off your mic, your vest now.
Well, who would have even known? Who would have known, folks?
Man, improv
Who
with
would've known?
microphones.
Well,
Okay.
I'll leave mine on for the time being because
Okay.
it would be far too embarrassing to take it off in front of you all.
I just
All right, so apparently we're using this mic right here. So we're gonna
Yep.
step back. Should we step back then, Jay, a
Is
little
that
bit?
better or does it matter?
What? Awesome. Okay,
Okay.
we use our lights. So all my dialogue will come from this. What do we have for suggestion?
You got a suggestion from Lila Sutio, and it's transplanting.
Transplanting. Transplant.
Transplant.
Transplanting. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Lila.
Transplant.
All right. It was such a bad idea to plant these tomatoes here on the east side of the house. I don't know what I was thinking.
Sorry. That night I was in Philadelphia cracking the Liberty Bell.
Yes, and I had nothing to do but plant tomato plants, and I thought, well, I don't know where my husband is or what he's doing, but I guess I'm just gonna go plant some plants. I planted them on the east side of the house.
Any idea what you're gonna do now?
Well, I guess I'm gonna plant them on the south side. The sun comes in, and they just need a lot more sun than what they're getting.
Nice big table all for yourself.
Well, me and the tomato plants, yes.
This is the life, huh, Chuckle boy?
You know, I really appreciate that you go out and you have your friends and everything, but like I've actually named my tomatoes. I've got Samantha and Sarah, and I feel like you're just out carousing a lot and I'm home gardening.
Dad, you're not making any sense.
Really? Really? See, yeah, I do feel like the parent in this relationship sometimes. I just feel like you're the kid, you go out, have all this fun, I'm the one that's like planting, these tomatoes are gonna sustain us through the winter, do you understand?
Yes, I've made up my mind.
Yeah, well, I've made up my mind too. It's me and the girls.
Oh my God, it's an orgy!
Well, oh, come on now, does everything have to be sexual with you? It's plants, it's me, come on.
I'm sorry, Doctor, it's the best I can do.
You know, I used to think that you were the best I could do. And you know what? These tomatoes talk back, and they've been talking to me, and they said that I am worth somebody that will actually spend time with me and garden with me and be here at home.
Do you know who makes very good cheese sandwiches?
Yeah, you do. I think you can feed yourself, honey.
Did you ever taste his cream cheese and pimento on date nut bread?
I forgot about that sandwich. That's the sandwich that made me fall in love with you.
Look, we'll talk about it when I get back, okay?
Going out and with Chuck again, ringing the Liberty Bell.
It's that bad, huh?
Yeah, it is that bad.
How long are you and the depositor married?
The depositor, is that what you're calling yourself now? It's a little crude, but you know what, maybe it's apt. You just come home and you make a deposit whenever you feel like it, and then you go out carousing.
Marvelous! Gee, that's terrible!
Yeah. That's what the tomatoes have been saying. They've been saying that it is pretty terrible. Are you agreeing?
I love plain food.
Okay, now you're talking. I do too. Feel the earth, honey, in your fingers. It's amazing. Would you like to transplant one of these tomatoes?
Good. Once a month, I try to make pretty young girls nervous just to keep my ego from going out.
You ladies nervous? Hey!
That's some funny stuff.
Well, you know.
And we gotta thank Lila, whatever the rest of your email chat name
Yes?
is,
Transplant.
for
Transplanting.
transplanting.
I love it.
Transplanting. Oh, do you want to sing a song or do a game request or narrated story? No, we kind of did. So, yeah, do you want to do a narrated, sing a song and then do a narrated story?
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
How about that?
You want to do like a magical oratory?
Why don't you sing a song or something?
I'm going to sing a song, and I wonder what it's about.
You have a suggestion for water trampoline from Bike Baby.
Water trampoline. I love
Bike Baby?
I think I might know who Bike Baby is and who owns a water trampoline.
Okay, Bike Baby. How about some, let's say, yeah, hold on here. Let's get the style going. Okay. We're going to go with this sound.
It's technical stuff. What?
Shay.
Sometimes it looks like,
Oh, that's what we need. Here, take it again. Could they hear any of it? We'll use that mic.
it's funny,
Did they hear it?
You can hear it.
you could hear
Yeah, you
it?
can hear it.
They
But
could hear
it
it.
was a real, that was louder than that, but,
I was louder than the music.
no.
The other way around.
Music
It's
was
always
louder
the
than me,
other way
okay.
around. always the other
If we're gonna do that again, then we should use that. Okay,
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
Do you wanna just leave?
Yeah, give us that. Wipe it down. Wipe it down. Wipe it
All right,
down.
I'm gonna turn it off, and if we need it, we'll turn it on and we'll use it. You know what's funny? The only thing in this dark theater I can see is the booth window, and they both looked like surgeons that were like trying to resuscitate something, and I just thought, I don't think this is going well. So,
Well, we just played a song, and if it was good, then I'm sorry you missed it. If it was bad,
then maybe that's for the best.
good on you. then.
Okay.
All right. Are there any games that have been requested to this point? Any games or exercises or that kind of thing? And if not, we've got some stuff, but and yes?
All right. Jake,
All right, we talked
do you
about
have a good camera angle for that?
Wait, let's just make sure we're not going to mess up any. Yeah, don't touch. We can't touch this, but we can. What?
Okay,
What?
we'll figure it out.
Okay, so we're gonna do a sideways scene, which means that the dimensions of our reality have rotated, and so it's kind of like Tommy Lee's drum kit in Motley Crue,
Yes.
where he would kind of go around upside down and stuff. In this case, we're only gonna rotate 1/4 of the twist, meaning that the floor here is going to actually be
Yeah.
going to be represented over here, and the fourth wall, proverbial fourth wall here, is actually going to be this floor, and then the actual ceiling is going to be this proverbial fourth wall, and then this backdrop is going to be up there. I think somebody must be watching and telling me something. Someone's texting. So we need an activity or anything at all. If there's already a suggestion that is an activity, that's fine. If not, we'll take something else.
We're gonna use this one a lot? That's good to know.
Oh, that for this next scene?
Yep,
Got it.
all right.
Okay, so this is gonna be crazy scene, highly dangerous, potentially, I don't know, it could get a little frisky.
You never know.
You never know. But you actually wanted to play this game as we were driving down here,
But Ron
and I said,
is
"Oh, I
wearing
got
nice
got
clothing.
a new shirt on."
Yeah, so it's gonna get real frisky, I tell you what. Okay, that's what it gets. It's improv. Ladies, people, everyone, humans, please just wear clothes that you can be yourself in, all right?
Yeah, I'll take
Dress
that.
to impress, and that's fine, but you might,
We're still waiting for that
Yes,
suggestion, right?
no, yes. Nicole's waiting for us to shut up so she can tell us.
You have a suggestion from Ohant, and the suggestion is jogging.
Jogging! Jogging with a sideways scene, yep, jogging. Thank you, Ohant.
Jogging it is. Okay, here we go.
Hey!
Oh, hey!
Hey!
Ah,
How's it going?
hi!
Hi!
Oh, yeah.
I am the newest member of the jogging club. I
Great.
saw the Facebook group. I thought there would maybe be more than just you and me, but
This is it, jogging. A lot of people think it's really old-fashioned, so 80s,
Yeah.
that they don't do it anymore. But I'm really glad to have you in this
Okay.
class because it gives me purpose and meaning in my life.
yeah. So is there a reason that you start out in that ditch?
Yeah, because I wanna kind of have room to grow. I wanna have levels to achieve on the
Okay,
way. But here, why don't I come up
you
on
go-
your level?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Climb up.
So we're the
Back
only, we're the only ones in the, okay, wow, do you do parkour?
Yeah, that's kind of one of my, I'm kind of a health nut. As you can see, you want to check out my glute, my back muscles.
Yeah, do you mind if I, oh goodness, yeah,
You like
that's
those?
really, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good stuff, okay.
Well, the most important thing about jogging is, first of all, it's your shoes.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
Well, so I just have these ones that, you know, oh gosh, this one's so tight. I got some Nikes, I just thought that's what.
That's what I'm going to do. You're going to have to do this barefoot. You know, all the best marathoners, they go barefoot.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, because your shoes are they're just not appropriate for long distance jogging. You're gonna develop some calluses.
All right, well, okay, great.
So, all right, and now, did you bring some sweatbands for your here and for your wrists?
Gosh, I have no.
I got some over here in my gym bag.
Great.
That I got right over here.
All right, good, in the warm-up ditch.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
No, I left it over here. I left it over here.
Whoa!
Oh no! Oh my God! You fell in the warm-up ditch barefoot. Oh my God!
I didn't have my Nikes on. So
All right.
Oh gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Don't worry. I'm gonna take my shoelaces out and then I'll throw you a rope down.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tie these two
I
together.
can walk correctly here.
All right.
All right. I'm just gonna.
Are you ready? Are you ready to grab on?
I think so.
Okay. Here I go. 1,
Yeah.
2,
I'm ready. Okay.
3. Hold it.
Okay, got it. I got it.
All right, come here.
Oh, you're so strong.
That's
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Check it out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You
Oh.
saved me.
I did.
You saved me from the warm-up ditch.
Why, perhaps instead of jogging, we can just run through each other's lives together.
Okay. You want to meet me in the ditch?
Yeah, let's do it.
Whee! Cool. Walk.
Hey!
Okay, all right, yes. Dangerous ditches.
Was that from Hanchar? Is that what I
I think
understood?
it was from Ohanch, so maybe from Hanchar and Patrick. You never know.
Okay. All right.
Our 5 friends are watching tonight. We're really excited.
Which time are we at? Which time?
I think we have
Okay.
like 89 minutes left.
89.
So here we go.
So, actually, so while we can catch our breath, I do want to say that not only do we have our classes, but you all know this because the 5 of you know this, but maybe the other 50,000 who we joke that aren't there, but actually are. I want to let you guys know that if you go to unexpectedproductions.org, you can find out not only about our classes, but all the shows that we still do online every week, Wednesday through Saturday. We got so many different kinds of shows. UP TV, I think maybe still happening, maybe not. But we have many awesome cool shows from duos to that. We've got Talkback on Saturdays, so many things. Check it out on unexpectedproductions.org.
Yes, indeed.
Did you want to look at
Well, I was
that?
supposed to think of something while you were saying
Piece of
that.
paper there?
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's just do a narrated story.
Great.
We're gonna tell a story and take turns narrating it. How about?
And acting it out. We'll take turns.
And acting it.
Great, so let's get, why don't you grab a suggestion? I'm
Great.
going to grab some water.
Awesome.
Your suggestion from Sid Spacewalker is wands.
Wands, like magic wands?
Yeah.
Wands is our suggestion. Magic wands.
Wands
Okay.
is a narrated story.
Jessica had always wanted a friend. She imagined that maybe if she was magical, she could have a friend. She lived deep in the forest, and every day she'd go out and play and wish that there was someone magical, regular, didn't matter.
Oh, here I am every day. A little girl who lives alone by herself deep in the forest with no one else. Kind of strange. My backstory's insane. Let's not even get into it. But suffice it to say, I'm here all alone in the forest, and this is so unfun to play. The raccoons run away, and why, the blue jays, they never settle on my finger. Oh, it's so lonely here in the forest. Oh, I just want somebody kind of normal. And then, in walked
Well, hello.
Yes,
It's me.
it was her.
Mm-hmm.
The town tax collector.
That's right, little girl. I see you come out in the forest every day, complaining and whining and scaring all the animals away and reducing our property value.
What's wrong with that? It's a free forest, isn't it?
Well, some might think it's free, but I collect the taxes around here, little girl.
Taxes?
Yes.
Why, this is unincorporated area. But I've never even registered. I don't even have a social security number. How can you demand taxes from me? I don't even have representation.
Oh, you have all these things even if you don't realize that you do. You're in that file somewhere. There's all sorts of numbers attached to your name. This is America.
You're gaslighting me, but that's all right.
Well,
Let's continue.
to the point. I've been listening to you from my tax office right over there in that hollow tree.
That's right. Jimmy, the lady tax collector, had lived there unknown to the isolated girl all this time. Jimmy had always wanted to collect taxes, but had a plan to collect more taxes than were legal and siphon those off to fulfill her dream that she had always held deep inside her heart.
And I am this close to buying a mansion, except I just can't get any work done when I hear you out here complaining every day.
A mansion? Why, what gives you the right to have such an ostentatious habitat while all of the creatures of the forest live where they find it? Beneath a rock, or within a log, or maybe perched high upon a fir branch?
Well, because I work at a computer and I wear clicky shoes and everything. It makes me like someone who should live in a mansion, clearly.
And somehow, Jimmy, the lady tax collector, started to question her entire, her life's plan. But it seemed so freeing to live unencumbered in the forest with nothing but the canopy of the stars above you at night and the berries upon the trees to feed you in the day. It seemed so liberating. And yet, she had clung to her old ways that she could not relinquish.
Tell me, Jessica, why is it that you don't wear clicky little shoes on your feet?
Why should I wear clicky little shoes? They don't help me out in the swamp or on the dry soil.
Oh, but what would you even do in the swamp? And Jessica explained what she does in the swamp with big gestures and dance movements and really talked about everything she does in the swamp and all the great fun that she has when she's in the swamp.
And that's all of that I do right here, just in the swamp.
Well, but look at you, you survived. You didn't grow a fungus, you didn't lose a limb.
No, I mean, maybe it's occasionally more dangerous with this lifestyle, but I learned how to be self-reliant and resourceful.
Well, that's very interesting. It almost seems magical.
It is magical. It's the magic of letting go of tradition and embracing the unknown future. You can do it.
Oh, I've tried that before and I skinned my knee.
Yes, she did. Long time ago. It was when before she wanted to be a tax collector, when she hated money and counting and all of that. It was when she was pushed down by somebody who, by a bohemian who didn't save money or have debt. And so because of that, she decided ever since then she's going to have revenge on the bohemian lifestyle. Wow, that makes a lot of sense, but, well, yeah, I was up here, wasn't I? That makes a lot of sense, but trust me, get rid of those clickety-clacks and drop that slide rule and get rid of those 1099s.
Whoa.
You don't need them! The forest has all the 1099s anybody would ever want.
Where should I put them?
Burn them! Right here in this dry forest. Here, let's light them.
Wait a minute,
Let's light them right here in the forest.
Look, I don't know.
I've got a cigarette lighter handy
little girl.
and some kerosene. Goosh,
You must
goosh,
know.
goosh. Oh no! It's got out of control!
Oh, okay, now,
Oh, this wasn't my plan.
I'll use my slide rule to
Oh.
try to get it out. Okay. Hey, look at these twigs.
Yeah, dry tinder. That should help put it out.
Look,
Well,
it is working.
well, it is actual magic.
It's as if they're magic wands and mine is shooting pink powder and yours is shooting powder.
Why, our gender reveal is inconclusive, just like all of life.
It's purple powder that's coming up in the forest and dousing all the flame and all the smoke.
My gosh, maybe having no rules is no solution, and maybe having too many rules is no solution. Maybe a combining of our sticks and having both of our qualities, good and bad, together, we can lead a balanced life.
Let's do it, little girl.
Okay, older female tax collector.
I'm taking off my clicky shoes. Whew.
Jay Hit is clapping now.
All right.
Oh my, Jay, do you want more show? What's happening? Do we want more show? More? I don't know. What time is it? What's our time?
All right.
One more thing.
The last thing.
Let's do a magically kind of thing.
Okay.
We're gonna sing for you then, if we got time for one more thing. And then I guess we throw it back to Jay and you close, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do one more thing.
Ninja.
Ninja. And by the way, hey everybody at home, I know it may seem silly, but if you believe fairies will be real, and if you clap right now, Jay will hear it. Jay Hit in the back on tech. Let's hear it for Jay.
Yes.
And let's hear it for Nicole on tech and interview in the back.
Host, yes.
Thank you, hosts.
Jay and Nicole.
All the rest.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thanks for clapping at home. We actually didn't hear it. Sorry, I misled you. But that's the interactive part of the show.
These 2 rows of audience members are very shy. They are simply t-shirts on chairs, so I guess that's why they're not being more boisterous. Okay, but they're so cute, and they've got lovely smiles, and it just looks so supportive.
They do. And remember, you can get your own t-shirt right here and be a part of this theater and all of its support. So what we'd like to ask for now is maybe 1, 2, or 3 of the remaining suggestions that are floating around in the Flotsam and Jetsam. Pumpkins? So we have pumpkins and Minecraft.
And what was there one in between?
Those are your only ones.
Pumpkins and Minecraft.
Pumpkins and Minecraft. Okay, we will serenade you on our way out. Pumpkins and Minecraft.
Okay. And my axe and my diamond sword. I'm going to make a pie and a tumbler and many things, and then I'm going to build a pumpkin house.
I will cut this pumpkin. It's square.
Walls out of
It's edge.
pumpkin.
It's square and edge. It's square and edge.
Pumpkin,
build a house. Pumpkin, build a house.
I can mix it with mortar.
I'll mix it. Then I build, I can build, I can build, I can build, I can build, keep my foes, the skeletons, the skeletons,
I'm gonna
the
get
skeletons,
the skeletons,
the skeletons,
pumpkins,
the skeletons, the skeletons, the pumpkins that I'm building, pumpkins that I'm flinging, I fling it, I fling it, I fling it, I fling it, I fling that pumpkin, I fling that pumpkin, I fling that pumpkin at you. Halloween, the skeleton is coming near the skeleton. Will you come into my house?
Come into my house.
Will you come into my house?
Come into my house.
Let's share some Halloween candy, share some Halloween candy, share some Halloween. You can have the candy corns. You can have the candy corns.
You can have
the candy corns.
And
the candy corns.
The raisins.
And it's Halloween in Minecraft. citizens because we do that every day.
Yep, we do.
These theaters alive, especially our theater. I mean, I'm biased. Why not? And everybody out there, I just wanted to say we do this every Wednesday night. We have the Duo Improv Showcase. We have a couple of new duos a new duo next week, and then another one after that. And then we're going to be starting our show Campfire, and it's this crazy Halloween themed show starting September 25th. The first show will be we're going to be doing all the tech stuff. We're going to be doing stuff maybe on the stage out in the wilderness. It's going to be a show in which we're going to be charging some money for, but the first weekend will be free to you because we got to work out all the bugs. Anyway, thank you once again, and thank you Nicole. Thank you Nicole so much for helping out, and Ron and Michelle Hippe, keep it going for them. Thank you, and thank you. There they are. Hey, there they are, right there. And of course, thank you to this audience over there. Those guys behind us, we had looks like there's Tucci and a bunch of other people standing there watching. So if you want to buy a T-shirt, you can. It's club.up.org, and we have all kinds of merchandise and discounts. And we sell masks. When we do open back up, if you wear the mask, we'll get discounts and all that stuff. Anyway, you don't want to hear about that. You just want to go to bed, or you want to stream Twitch. You want to hop around Twitch and watch people play video games and stuff. So anyway, thank you again. Once again, my name is Ninja tonight, or J Hit, and thanks. See you later.